have been taught lies even in the truth.
And I didn't get a chance to change that. But what we have is why you think the nation is still sick. Why you think the peoples that come into the knowledge are still sick? Because we don't have a foundation in Israel. It's because the brothers that say they was awakened before we were are not really evolving. They really, to me, what I see in Israel is the go along, the get along game. You know, you see these brothers and sisters, and they're not really getting the right feeding. You know, just like a lot of us, you know, you go into them stores, you get that GMO food, you're not getting the right feeding. Your body's sick. So what's your body sick? Your mind sick. Food is very important to healthy brains. A lot of people might not understand that. It's a cure to all elements that you have, medicine, herbs, and you're going to hear about it today. But what I'm seeing is when there is negative news, it grows, man, like a poison ivy through our people. But there, when something is positive, it holds no weight in Israel because they still sick. Our people still sick. And the thing is, give me Deuteronomy 32:7. The thing is, our peoples, I think they just don't, they okay with what they know. They don't want to break through those boundaries of things they don't know. And it's like the boogeyman on the other side of the room. They don't want to know the truth. They are comfortable with lies. Read this out.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 7. Remember the days of old.
It's going into how our forefathers conducted themselves, how they carried themselves in the truth. And it's about our history, about the things that we have no understanding of. Read.
Consider the years of many generations.
It say consider. Consider. Think about it. Bring it to the forefront. Why we don't, and you know, you got a lot of these people's, only somebody they focus on is Esau. We got one enemy out here in this world. Y'all believe we got one enemy?
Bring it out.
Oh, we got enemies. Is this guy not an S on the end? When you read Psalms 83:4, what it say? 83:4, read it on down to about 7. It names them off, don't it? But why we just focus on one enemy and we make that enemy our top priority that we should destroy? Let me ask you this. Throughout your life, who was your main enemies? Wasn't it the peoples in your community? So we have to start re-evaluating, re-examining everything that we was taught, man, because what I see with these other brews, they teach one doctrine and it's all the same, but it's a little bit different here and there. Read,
ask thy father.
Ask thy father. Read.
And he will show thee.
And he will show thee. Pray to thy father and he will show thee. Read.
Thy elders.
See, read on.
And they will tell thee.
Why is it not being prophesied amongst our people?
Bring it out.
Why we as a people are so focused on one thing? Are they seeking the kingdom? Or are they seeking some slavery, some slaves?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
This is why I keep telling y'all about these preeminent spirits with these crowns. You don't own that. You can't, you're a pretender, you're an actor. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people's in the truth are actors. They're looking for views. They're looking for, and that builds them up. They're not looking for the nations to get stronger, us to come together. You mean Psalms 143:3. Our people's got to start examining everything that they have been told or taught. Everything. Because everything we've been taught is not true, because we understand the Bible was written to the Israelites by the Israelites. Why is it written for us to be worried about one enemy? Read that out.
Psalm 143 verse 3. For the enemy hath persecuted my soul.
So y'all just thinking it's just one that y'all get the television, movies, everything that make you think, you go to your jobs. Just not that enemy. Read.
He hath smitten my life down to the ground.
Read on.
He hath made me to dwell in darkness.
What?
He hath made me to dwell in darkness.
When you look at us, who set up the churches? The majority of these churches, the Protestants, the Baptists, who set these churches up? What was going on in Europe at this time? Why was we being persecuted with all these wars, religious wars? These are things that people really don't talk about. Read.
As those that have been long dead.
Read on.
Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate.
My mind in me is desolate, man. Read.
I remember the days of old.
I remembered you started to remember. You started to get re-educated. Read.
I meditate on all thy work.
Read on.
I muse on the work of thy hand.
I meditate on the work of thy hand. Read.
I stretch forth my hands unto thee.
So it's saying, dealing with the Father, I stretch forth my hands unto thee. Read.
My soul thirsteth after thee.
My soul thirsteth after thee. You got a lot of these women out here, a lot of these Israelites thirst after power.
Right.
They thirst after being seen. They ain't thirsting coming together, serving Christ. They serving themselves. They're not thinking about the people. And let me tell you something. When I say these things, I mean these things. Like I say, negative news travel like Federal Express, don't it?
That's right. Right.
This real truth, they not. And when you go against the grains that they have no understanding in, you can see the wickedness in them come out. Because they so caught up in things that is not important. They'll talk about the chip before they talk about the kingdom. They'll talk about a ship before they talk about the kingdom.
That's right.
You got a lot of them out here in zigzags, women's wearing pants, they cooking on the 7th day. Israel still in sin. And a lot of people follow these men because what? They in sin. Read up.
As a thirsty land. Salah. Hear me speedily, O Lord. My spirit fails.
When you understand, you start understanding the true doctrine. You start flexing your spirit that you see what's going on out in Israel. Israel don't have no love, man. They don't have no love. It's pure hatred in the nation. No one talks to no one. You know, we not having any type of uniform meetings, nothing that the people, the nation can see us as a nation doing things on another level.
That's right.
We still at the bottom, man. Read,
hide not thy face from me.
Hide not thy face. Read.
Lest I be like unto them.
Like I be unto them. The ones in sin, one walking around here, man, calling themselves Hebrews. Dealing with the conscious community, man.
That's right.
They deal with everything else instead of seeking the kingdom, man.
Bring it out.
It's sad. But these are not renowned men. These are wicked men. Read.
Lest I be like unto them that go down into the pit.
They're going to go down into the pit. Jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12. And of thy mercy cut off mine enemies.
Hold up. Cut off my enemies. See, we've been seeing this word in the scriptures, and we just been thinking it's one person, one nation.
Bring it out.
One nation. But we never look in that mirror and see, when you think about it, Yes. Why do they, when a Edomite law killer one of our brothers, they all marching, no justice, no peace. But in the hood, they killing each other every day.
That's right. That's right.
The rappers are murdering each other every day.
That's right.
But nobody's marching talking about stop the violence. It's okay for that, huh? Read on up.
And destroy all them that afflict my soul.
You thinking the ones in the rap music, the television, the movies, the football, basketball, all these things is set up to afflict you. Because guess what? You get caught up in it. These are our people's images. These are their gods. These are their idols. They need to be seeking the kingdom, man. Nothing else is so important than the kingdom. But read up.
For I am thy servant.
For I am thy servant. Give me Psalm 41:1. I am thy servant. I'm going to seek the kingdom first. I don't want nothing else but the kingdom. You can have all the riches, the fame, the glory. I just want the kingdom. I just want to know I made it. I fought through it. And things that really, when I'm walking in this truth, man, I haven't taken no time off, man, and I see bruised. Any incident, I come in here with one leg dragging. Come in here, man. I don't make excuses. A pattern of good work is something that you have to apply. You can't just have a roller coaster in this truth, man. Is you gonna become solid like Christ, like that stone, or you gonna be like that marshmallow, man? Every time somebody say something, you know how you push it, it get tickled in the middle. It's soft. It's just time to man up in this walk. Read up.
Psalm 41:1. Blessed is he that considereth the poor.
See, blessed is he that considereth the poor. Read.
The Lord will deliver him in time of trouble.
See, that's when we seeking the Father. But read.
The Lord will preserve him and keep him alive, and he shall be blessed upon the earth.
We're going to be the one blessed. But read.
And thou wilt not deliver him unto the will of his enemies.
See, keep going back to these enemies. We got to kill that. The white man, Esau. That's all brothers out there in the corners focus on.
That's right.
You put Esau in the title, views go up.
That's right.
Somebody out there edifying one of our brothers or sisters, they don't want to see that.
That's right.
That just shows you that there's some wicked spirits out there.
That's right.
That's all I see. Read.
The Lord will strengthen him upon the bed of languishing. Thou wilt make all his bed in his sickness. I said, Lord, be merciful unto me. Heal my soul, for I have sinned against thee.
Some of them, they don't like to say that word, man. But read.
Mine enemies speak evil of me.
So y'all just keep going back to these enemies. Who been teaching us this truth? They still teaching Christianity in the truth. They still pushing the same doctrine in the truth. They still pushing the lies in the truth. There is no separation from most Israelite schools in Christianity churches. It's the same thing.
That's right.
It's the same thing. Most of the people go in there, they wicked as hell. They come out of there. And what gets me is too, people always get mad about what we do. Why are you mad? Bring it out. Why are you so mad about what we do in here? Are you finding that we are in sin? Are you finding that we treat the people bad? Are you really examining what you do to get mad? People get so mad they don't even show up no more. You know what? Them people's never in the spirit. See, a lot of them, they don't come in here and they don't read, they don't apply.
That's right.
And that's why they fall out. See, we continue building. We the ones out there working on our house. And that's us personally. See, some of them ain't doing nothing, man. They enjoying the freedom of being wicked. Read,
When shall he die, and his name perish? And if he come to see me, He speaketh vanity. His heart gathereth iniquity to itself. When he goeth abroad, he telleth.
And let me tell you something, man. They never speak good of you. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:13. Why people don't never speak good of you, man? They was good to me. They look for all the bad things, man. But that's how we were set up. Read that out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 13.
Read on.
Consider the work of God.
Yo, they not considering what God have done in here, man. Look at us. We all green and gold this week, huh? They not considering the work of God. We're getting ready to be in Little Rock at the Feast of Tabernacles or up in the Carolinas. They're not considering the work of God, man. They don't consider it because they ain't doing nothing, so they got a problem with everything.
That's right.
It behooves me, man, that people sick always trying to change things because they sick. They want to make you sick.
That's right.
I don't want to be sick. Read up.
For who can make that straight?
Who gonna make us straight? The sick peoples, the ones that's not keeping the commandment, the ones doing all the talking.
That's right.
Can they make us straight?
Yeah.
No, they're gonna make us crooked. Read up.
Which he hath made crooked.
See, they don't understand. Our peoples are one way, man. They ain't straight. They haven't came to the light.
That's right.
I haven't had one school call me and say, let's sit at the table.
That's right. Work it out.
Not one. And we're supposed to honor these men that doesn't honor Christ.
Work it out.
Not being like Christ. Give me Sirach, man, 2 and 10. Sirach 2 and 10. They don't honor Christ. If they did, they would do what he say, wouldn't they?
That's right.
If they truly honor Christ, they would do what he say.
Work it out.
Right. See, they don't do what he say, man. Read that up.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10. Work it out. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
See, a lot of them, they don't understand. When you trust in the Lord, you're not confounded, man.
That's right.
We understand where we going, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody out here, man, doing wicked things. Out here being deceiving people, lying to people, talking bad about people that they really don't have no understanding.
That's right.
Some of them just, they need that golden hand, man. That's all they need sometimes to get their mind back right, man. Some of them need that hand to get their mind back right.
That's right.
Because they too busy trying to find that crumb on that carpet in your house, man.
That's right. That's right.
Why are you in my house looking for that crumb, man?
Bring it out.
We vacuum every week, man. It's not there.
That's right.
Read up.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Read on.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
See, read.
For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction.
See, and saveth in time of affliction, man.
Bring it out.
In time of affliction, man. And this is the thing that we need to understand. We're going to continue doing what's right.
That's right.
We're not going to fall back. And let me tell you something, man. Person ain't been in this truth a year or two. And let me tell you something. And we have to deal with you a lot. That's because you're not truly following. You're not hearkening.
Bring it out.
It's time for you to start hearkening. Give me Isaiah 1 and 26. See, because the thing is, they don't want the kingdom set. They don't want Israel set up right. They want to continue being who they were out in their world.
That's right.
I say it all the time. If you're not walking with Christ, skedaddles.
That's right.
Skedaddles.
Bring that out.
I'm gonna walk with Christ, man. Who can you trust? Can you trust that friend? How many of you have trusted a friend that did you in?
That's right.
Huh? Well, you have a lot of friends that don't did you in. I'd be like DMX. It was Belinda. It was John. It was Paul. Be naming them off like that, man. You thinking these was your BFF? Read up.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 26.
Read on.
And I will restore thy judges.
He said, I'm going to restore thy judges.
That's right.
See, Israel don't like them real judges. They didn't play back then.
That's right.
They're not playing today.
That's right.
The real judges, they're not hearing that baloney.
Wind it out.
They're not hearing them excuses.
Bring it out.
They're not hearing none of that garbage, man.
That's right.
Right now, we at war. We're on a spiritual war. We got to put the right information out for our peoples to have. Look at us, man. Just think. If we was really 1,000 of us was awakened here in Dallas.
Bring it out.
That show you got a lot of work to do.
That's right.
It's 1,000 of us think they awake, but they still sleep too.
That's right.
Because if you're awakened, you're going to come together and you're going to follow Christ.
That's right.
You're going to do what's right, man. Give me Titus, man. 1 and 5. Titus 1 and 5.
Bring it out.
I just want these peoples to know. It's a lot of, like I say, that bad information, man, flows like Federal Express, FedEx, man. You get it the same day service.
That's right.
You get the same day service. Read this up.
Titus chapter 1 verse 5.
Read on.
For this cause left I thee in Crete, that thou shouldest set in order the things that are wanting.
That are lacking. We see the things that are lacking in Israel. We had to tell brothers, get rid of those zigzags. Because you following. Next time you're going to see our brothers walking around here with yarmulkes on, man.
Bring it out.
I've seen them with nine candles menorah, man. I'm just real telling you, man.
Bring it out.
You'll see them out there now. They got baseball hats. They looking like the street thugs. No separation. No separation. No order. No nothing. No love. It's all for show. See, in Israel, it don't became for a show now. To show your brother up. To make, they put on their great, we put videos out. We ain't putting our names in the title, such and such, Deacon such and such out there. You put down, man. No, we're not doing that, man. It's the word of God first.
Right.
We're just vessels to do the work. Read on, now.
And ordained elders.
And ordained elders, judges, read.
In every city.
In every nation, read.
As I had appointed thee.
Read on.
If any be blameless, the husband of one wife.
One wife, one release, one belief, read.
Having faithful children.
Followers, read.
Not accused of right or unruly.
See, when you got faithful children, you got faithful followers, man.
That's right.
They know the work we doing is righteous.
That's right.
Can nobody, ex-member, come up and say nothing about the work we doing? They gonna give you that $5 bologna that they eat on, man.
That's right.
They gonna give you that $5 bologna and that 26-cent cheese that they eat on, man.
That's right.
See, they not gonna give you the truth. Well, I got a problem with it. Come on, man.
That's right.
We have protocols in here.
That's right.
We're not gonna just let some Johnny from whoever come off the streets come in here and start telling us how we should be running things.
That's right.
Read on, up.
For a bishop must be blameless.
Hold up, what?
A bishop must be blameless.
A bishop, so he's got to be blameless.
Bring it out.
I've seen bishops in other schools basically extorting the congregation.
Bring it out, con.
But they don't talk about that, do they?
Bring it out.
That's right.
They don't want that out. But see, guess what? I'm going to tell you something too. Most High and His Son exposing these people, the conscious community. Let me tell you something. A lot of this, what's going on is a lot of homosexuality behind it, man.
That's right.
A lot of homosexuality behind it. And a lot of these so-called elders, man, these so-called leaders in the community, they ain't built jack.
That's right.
Not one. Name me one that don't did something.
Bring it out.
Start from MLK, who else? Malcolm. What have they built? What did the Black Panthers build?
Bring it out.
See, in the body, you can see what we build.
That's right.
It's actually facts behind it.
That's right.
Information behind it. But see, with these other countries, community, they out here robbing their people, man.
That's right.
And the black woman is God, man. How she God?
Bring it out.
She got 3 children and 20 baby daddies, man. How can she be a God, man? And the children are destroyed.
That's right.
These are the ones out here robbing and killing and jacking right now because there ain't no daddies in the house, man.
That's right. Bring it out.
Ain't no daddies in the house. But she God. See, that lets you know everything they do is crooked.
That's right.
Everything that you see these guys doing, like I tell you, Dick Gregory, he had every information. I just be like Dick Gregory, I see, but he never had no information about the truth.
Bring it out.
Did you know Dick Gregory was a comedian? We always getting people that used to tell jokes to be our leaders.
Oh.
Boy, that's crazy, man. Read,
as the steward of God.
As the what?
Steward of God.
The steward of God. Read.
Not self-willed.
Some of them just self-willed. They all about themselves, man.
Bring it out.
They toot their horn every chance they get. That's what goes on, man. You can't have judges that's about themselves. Read.
Not soon angry.
And you got a lot of them. You say something to them, they fly off the shelf. Read.
Not given to wine.
And then they deal with so many different doctrines. Read.
No strike.
No striker. Read.
Not given to filthy lucre.
Hey, they want that money, 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 money. They like them Christianity preachers, putting the money up there, running across the stage on top of the money. There's no difference in Israel and the Christianity church.
Bring it out.
Lies being taught. They're not worrying about the sheep, man. And that's what I keep telling y'all. We heard a bill for the sheep. And you'll actually see us doing the work. You'll actually see us out there trying to get it right.
That's right.
Ain't nobody here teaching us how to go out there and work that garden. You can't get now professional Israelite guy gonna call, hey man, I see y'all out there working in the garden, man. Let me come down there and help y'all out.
Bring it out.
You don't get it, do you? See? Everything is self-will. If you're not affiliated with my school, we can't talk to you. Is that Christ-like? Is that a stewardess of God? Man, back to Isaiah, man, 1:26. That's not a man of God. Read that,
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 26. And I will restore thy judges.
I'm going to restore thy judges, thy elders. Read.
As at the first.
And he said, as the first, as the beginning. Read.
And thy counselors.
And thy counselors. Let me tell you something. How you getting counselors from somebody that's sick?
Bring it out.
They in there mad about nothing. Hey, dude, when they call you, do they have that crumb in their hand? Man, this is the problem with the one body, man. This crumb is killing me in here. All you gotta do is go put it in the trash and your life can move on.
That's right.
I mean, you holding on to that little crumb in your hand, man. Probably put it up there on your television, studying watching television, you watching the crumb.
That's right.
It's bothering you so much, man, that you can't get your life right. You can't even pray to Christ and think right, man. And that's how it is in Israel.
Bring it out.
They small-minded.
That's right.
Yeah, they really small-minded. When you understand how people thrive to the net, see, cause we want to see. I'm not gonna say the brother's name, cause I'm not. There's enough videos out on everybody, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. They clout chasers in the nation. I seen one school saying he was judged cause he did something. Come on, man. Y'all in sin. How the hell is gonna be judged for dealing with y'all? I mean, it's straight madness out here. It's straight madness. And these are not the judges of the Most High and His Son. Read,
As at the beginning, afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city.
Have you seen this in Israel, the city of right, the nation of righteousness? Have you seen this? Have you not seen the rap videos and the gangster thuglicious and all this stuff going on in the nation? Have you not seen this? Everybody want to be a rap in Israel. Where the rappers at? I don't see them on their corner. They got concerts they doing. They got sold out venues. 16,000 people's in the stadium waiting on them. See, we still thinking backwards. Some of them got fringes on, but they still walking backwards. They haven't turned around, man, and confessed their sins. They come in, they seeking a wife, or a wife seeking a husband. Why they don't seek the kingdom? Why not the kingdom first? Read on out.
Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness.
And her convert and her changes with righteousness. We're not gonna bend for any wicked spirit, man. We gotta do what's right, man. And that's why I always tell y'all. In Israel, if a daughter wants to be betrothed by her man, they normally come to their father, their daddy. See, right now, a lot of people don't have that. We are that for them.
That's right.
Because you got a lot of sneaky, creepy, waiting to creep. They looking for somebody weak.
That's right.
And need that hand, man. That's why I keep telling you, man, you got a lot of them, they come in, they want to prey on the sisters. And a lot of sisters, I'm tell you, a lot of sisters prey on the man.
Bring it out.
That's why you got to come and get some. And when I was in the world, I always like to get some kind of report on a sister. I'm going to talk to her daddy. You're not going to really get it from her father and them. Let me go find her friends. Yeah, that's my crazy. I wouldn't be caught nowhere with them. So you get the real information. But that's love, man. That's love. Give me Jeremiah 16:19. That's love. Love is love, man. And the thing is, everything we do it in love. And it's in love, man, because one thing that y'all have to understand, that doing something righteous is love. If you want to change careers, you come and you talk, we talk. It's in love. We're going to give you what's best. We're not going to give you what we want you to do. Read out.
Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 19. Oh Lord, my strength.
My strength, my strength. See, a lot of people don't have the Lord as their strength. Whatever they doing out there in that world, that's their strength. See, a lot of them, that's why they not here. They don't show up on the Sabbath day, because this here is a day for us to show our presence in for the Lord. It's no excuse. I'm going to come in here if I have to be like, you see them little dogs with the little wheels on the back? If I have to come in here like that, man. Because I know how important it is. Nothing else more important than that, man. Doing what's right. And that's the greatest love you're going to find from people that do things the right way. You can't build your business crooked.
That's right.
You can't be, it's going to fall, it's going to crumble.
That's right.
You done got up to $1 million now. Just like this brother, he hollering, he got Rolls Royce now, it's finna all go down the toilet.
Get out.
It's finna all go down the toilet. When you build it the wrong way, it's gonna fall. You better make sure that everything you do in life starts out with this word.
That's right.
Your foundation. Because when you right, you treat others right.
That's right.
A lot of people be like, man, you be out there getting on about. Listen, when I'm out there taking care of business, I talk to people like they need to be spoken. I'm a person that know how to turn it off and on. Some people just always one way. If you treat me right, I'm going to treat you right.
That's right.
That's just how it is, man. You're going to learn how to survive in this world. You can't be walking around hating just one race of people. Because guess what? So you segregate yourself. Now you need a job. Who are you going to?
Bring it out.
I'm not getting it. So they teach us to hate these, and we need them.
Bring them out.
We got to bring all nations under us. That's how we're going to take back control of things, man. We got to get spiritually right. Read up.
And my fortress.
And my what?
And my fortress.
My rock, man. Read.
And my refuge.
Read on.
In the day of affliction.
In the day of distress. Read.
The Gentiles.
Read on.
Shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
So y'all, it say Gentiles. Read.
And shall say, surely our fathers.
It say what?
Surely our fathers.
Read.
Have inherited lies.
Some of y'all don't even understand. Our own people's going to be saying
Bring
this.
it out.
That's right.
See, we just been reading this talking about Esau. Read.
Vanity.
Vanity. Read.
And things wherein there is no profit.
No profit, no profit, man. Give me the first letter, man. Let's look up this word, Gentiles. Because they love to use this in the Bible, man. Gentiles, Gentiles. peoples is just non-believers.
That's right.
That's it.
That's it.
It's not, ain't got nothing to do with being and other nations are the Gentiles, because we have to teach them. See, our peoples that was in power taught them to be wicked. The 2/3, now the 1/3 is raising up. We got to teach them how to be righteous.
That's right.
Buddha got to go. There won't be no more Buddha. Assalamu alaikum got to go. Muhammad got to go. There won't be no more bean pies. See, we got to teach them right. And you don't think they're not listening, they're not looking at what we're doing?
That's right.
Because they have been taught wrong too. It say when the righteous are in authority, the peoples rejoice.
That's right.
See, well, the wicked, man, they moan.
That's right.
Read that.
Gentile, person who is not a Jew. The word stems from the Hebrew term goy, which means a nation, and was applied both to the Hebrews and to any other nation. Sometimes nations that are without the gospel, even though there may be some Israelite blood among the people.
See, but I got my other letter, man. It says scripture is going into pagan, a worship of false gods. Any person not a Jew or a Christian, a heathen. Now that's us. The Hebrews included the term Goim, or nation. All the tribes of the men who had not received the true faith and were not circumcised. Gentile, pertaining to paganism or heathens, unbelievers. Matter of fact, give me this video right quick. I'm not going to watch it all, man, for time's sake. Start it a little down. I want people just to see. Go down a little bit. About, yeah, right there. Now we looking at Spain. Who images up there back then? And what's up top of the right there? Ain't that a dragon?
Yeah.
So when you're reading in Revelation, it ain't talking about the white man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be proving these things to y'all soon, man.
Bring it out.
Go ahead and play. Scoot down. We don't gotta play. I just want to scoot down some. Stop it right there. Go back just a little bit. Nah, go back where I see that flag at. That other right there. What is that right there? Who are the real Masons?
Bring it out.
This wasn't just in 1957. This was back in the 1400s, man.
Bring it out.
This is all peoples. And what's up on that crown? Ain't that a fish?
That's right.
Represents the dragon, man.
That's right.
We've been taught lies, man. Slide down some more, Moses. Right there, go back. Look at this, man. Keep going. Right here, what is this, man? Are that these all peoples? You know, and let me tell you something. Keep going, Moses. Go there a little bit more. When you understand, go back. Who are the original crusaders?
That's right.
The ones that was persecuting the Jews. It was our people, man. We've been taught lies, man. Go down a little bit more. I want to get that dark night that they have in that paint. Look at her, man. Look at her. Keep going down. Look at her. Keep going. Who are the original skull and bones, man? See, we've been taught lies, and these guys running around here, they don't want to communicate, man. They don't know nothing about the truth, man. They just out here perpetrating.
That's right. That's right.
Keep going, a little bit down. Look at here. These are the ones that was persecuted. Who you think was kicking us out these countries?
That's right.
It was the 2/3 members. Keep going. The agreement. When you understand the KKK, when you understand they night, it's just a representation of the same people, but they changed the nation. So they showing us this nation is the only nation that's oppressing us. Keep going. You see right here, go keep going a little bit more. Now you're looking at them right there, man. That go the clowns right there. These are the men behind all this work, man. They still keep going. They still honor. Look at here. It's showing you how they move down, man. It's all Masons. Look at the Jewish star. You got some of our people running around here with that Jewish star on their chest, man. It's just Mason. Go, keep going where you was right there. Look at here. Keep going. Look at here. What color is this dude? Go some more. Give me another one. Look at here. You can tell. I can really tell these Spaniards now, man. Hey, they got the more funny shaped heads. They go put it right there. They go another one right there. Let me kind of look at this dude, man. Right there. Look at here, man. Why they never broadcast this stuff? Put it right there on that dude. You can tell how they try to whitewash these pictures, man. Keep going. And it give you the history. Look at here, man. Keep going. Keep going. Look at here, man. Now go back just a little bit. Now who is this dude? Ain't this Cortez? It was us that attacked our peoples down
That's
there,
right.
man. We was the one persecuting them over here, man. But see, they don't want this history out. That's it on that, man. Give me Esther 10 and 8. They don't want this history out. They don't want this history out. Because now we start waking up. We start understanding, man. Some ain't right. And let me tell you something. Who not to say that One West wasn't started by some of these people?
Bring it out.
See, they understood we was going to start to seek knowledge because they understand the scriptures.
That's right.
They understand that we are going to be awakened, but it's their job to deceive.
That's right.
Read this up.
The book of Esther, chapter 10, verse 8. And the nation were those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews.
Why did it say, and it was those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews? When in our own people, don't they know this information? You thinking Shaq and them ain't running around here speaking Hebrew or Yiddish?
That's right.
You thinking Michael Jackson them? See, I'm going to tell you something. I got images of them. I'm going to be showing you this video once I put it together. It's going to show you that a lot of them practice Jewish traditions.
Bring it out.
They know. But keep reading.
And my nation is this Israel, which cried to God and were saved. For the Lord hath saved his people.
His peoples, read.
And the Lord hath delivered us from all those evils.
All those evils, man. All those evils. Read.
And God hath wrought signs and great wonders, which have not been done among the Gentiles.
Some of these are the unbelievers in the other nations, because it say they assembled themselves to destroy the name of the Jews. Read.
Therefore hath he made two lots.
So he made two lots. It's two lots of Israel. Read.
One for the people of God.
One for the peoples of God. Read.
And another for all the Gentiles.
These are the unbelievers, man. You got a lot of our people, no matter how much we bring out truth, they're not going to accept it. Read up.
And these two lots came at the hour.
Hold up. Give me Psalms 5 and 4. Psalms 5 and 4. Psalms 5 and 4. Psalms 5 and 4. Before we go there. Read that up.
Psalm 5 verse 4.
Bring it out.
For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness.
He's not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness. Read.
Neither shall evil dwell with thee.
Neither shall evil dwell with thee. Read.
The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
He said the foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Read.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. So, for you to be workers of iniquity, you have to have a law. Read.
Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing.
They're going to destroy these peoples out here speaking lies, man.
Bring it out.
Read.
The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
And the bloody and dishonest man of our peoples. Of our people. Now back to Esther 10 and 10. Let's read that again.
Esther chapter 10 verse 10. Therefore hath he made two lots.
Read on.
One for the people of God and another for all the Gentiles.
Read on.
And these two lots came at the hour and time and day of judgment.
And day of judgment, read.
Before God among all nations.
Before God amongst all nations. Give me 2nd Ezra 7 and 21. 2nd Ezra 7 and 21. 2nd Ezra 7 and 21. Read this.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 21. For God hath given straight commandments.
He gave straight commandments. Read.
To such as came, what they should do to live.
What they should do to live. Read.
Even as they came.
Even as they came. Read.
And what they should observe to avoid punishment.
And what they should do to avoid punishment. Read.
Nevertheless,
read.
They were not obedient.
They was not obedient, man. Read.
Unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things.
Read on up.
And deceived themselves.
Read.
By their wicked deeds.
By their works. Read.
And said of the Most High.
And said of the power. Read.
That he is not.
He's not no more, man. Read.
And knew not his ways.
They don't know his. They don't want to do is keep his laws. See, a lot of our people, man, you see a lot of these guys that was back over then, they was into homosexuality, man. That's why they were wearing wigs and stuff back then. Read.
But his law.
Read.
Have they despised.
They despise this law, man. They have hatred for the commandments.
That's right.
Read.
And denied his covenant.
And denied his agreement. They broke the agreement. Read.
In his statutes have they not been faithful.
Read on.
And have not performed his work.
And they didn't perform his work.
Out.
Back to Esther, man, 10 and 11. They don't want to do this, man. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been in this scriptures, man, and I'm not the stuff that I was eating. I can't even eat it no more.
Out.
It's a new song now.
That's right.
And it's not that song that 99% of Israel is pushing.
That's right.
Because they're forgetting their number one enemy.
That's right.
It's not us. It's not. I'm going to tell you something. I don't have no problem with these other nations. Yeah, I've had problems with them, but I've had more problems with my nation.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a fact. Most people, they don't really realize it because you've been so brainwashed with the television, with the movies, with the news media. It's all a system. And it's the work to keep you from knowing. Read up.
Esther, chapter 10, verse 11. And these two lots came at the hour and time and day of judgment.
And day of judgment, read.
Before God among all nations.
Read on.
So God remembered his people.
He said he remembered his peoples. Read.
And justified his inheritance.
And justified his inheritance. The ones that he called. He's not calling all Israel, man. He's not going to call all Israel. All Israel is not going to be saved.
That's right.
Give me Sirach 41 and 5. We got to get out of this thing that we love our brothers, but read this.
Sirach chapter 41 verse 5.
Read.
The children of sinners.
Hold up. See, the children of sinners. Read.
Are abominable.
Abominable. Read.
Are abominable children.
Are they wicked, ungodly children? Read.
And they that are conversant.
And they are conversant, that ones that keep company with them. Read.
In the dwelling of the ungodly.
In the dwelling of the ungodly. Read.
The inheritance of sinners' children.
Read on.
Shall perish.
They gonna what?
Shall perish.
It say they gonna perish, man. Read.
And their posterity.
Their future, their generation. Read.
Shall have a perpetual reproach.
A never-ending reproach, man. There's judgment on them. Read.
The children will complain of an ungodly father.
They're going to complain. These ones that's going to be waking, they see we waking up. And a lot of people you ever notice, they come in the truth, man, and the parents, man, it's just pure hell on them.
That's right.
Won't allow them to come and learn. Read.
because they shall be reproached for his sake.
They're going to be reproached. They're going to be made ashamed for his sake. Read.
Woe be unto you, ungodly men.
Woe be unto you, ungodly men. Read.
Which have forsaken the law of the Most High God.
Read on.
For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction.
It's going to be for their destruction, man. Back to Jeremiah, man, 16:19. I want to push this through today. Because what I have, and I had to curb this class down. Because a lot of this stuff that I wanted to bring, I can't bring now because a lot of you won't understand it.
That's right.
Because what it is, my whole vision is seeing differently now. Because evolving. We supposed to be ambassadors, men of the Most High, under Christ. We supposed to be the example for the nation.
That's right.
And all nations going to have to flow through us.
That's right.
So how has we got hatred? And you can see our peoples, they see it.
That's right.
But, and what that causes? Hatred amongst our people.
That's right.
So we got to examine what we out there in the street. And a lot of times we out there saying black. We can't use that word no more.
That's right.
Because we've been conditioned to use certain words. So-called, wait a minute, we're not saying enemies. When you read Deuteronomy 28:48, what did it say? White men are enemies.
That's right.
When you read Deuteronomy 28:68, what did it say? White men are enemies. See? But see, you've been so conditioned that you say what's normal. Read that again.
Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 19.
Read it.
O Lord, my strength.
My strength, read.
And my fortune.
My rock, read.
And my refuge in the day of affliction.
Read on.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
Where we at, man? Ain't we in the four corners? The unbelievers, man. It don't matter if they Israel. They unbelievers. And these ones, that one name not written in the book. Read them.
And shall say, surely our fathers,
read,
have inherited lies.
See, a lot of these children that you see on CNN, man, that's speaking for the nation, they understand. You see Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they continue to push the lie. They don't want to change. And you have these people that speak for us. They have nothing to say for the 1/3. Everybody is against the 1/3, man. Because the 1/3 is the one that's going to rule. Nobody else. Read. Vanity, read.
And things wherein.
Romans 1:25, man. Romans 1:25. I started this and I had to say, let me go back. No, too much. Read this.
Romans chapter 1 verse 25.
Read on.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Who did, man?
That's right.
Who did? Who was in power at this time? See, we just see Esau. I thought Esau didn't come back in power until the 1500s. Really going back and examine all the lies that have been taught, that have been pushed, the movies. A lot of these movies, do y'all know that they're about y'all?
That's right.
A lot of these movies are about you. But guess what image they use? Our peoples are some of the greatest deceptive peoples in the planet.
That's right.
They are some of the wickedest. You ever see some of these grannies, man? You try to go tell granny that Christ, you try to teach her, she don't want her nothing.
That's right.
She'll Kurt Angle you out there, man.
That's right.
I'm talking about teaching her something, boy. You better get away from granny. But I'm just being real with you. See some, why is it that where the elites of our people's at? Why haven't one spoke up? Think about it. Why is it no Israelite community or brown community that's well off is in this truth? Why? And if they do come, they're going to go to the schools where they know they can continue doing what they do. But read,
and worship and serve the creature.
That's man. Read.
More than the creator.
More than the creator, man. More than Christ. Read.
Who is blessed forever.
Who is blessed forever. Read.
Amen.
I am. I am. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Some of this stuff. Let me see this. Go through the scan through this video. Let's look at some of these. Who is this? The Germans, brown skinned Israelites. Go through here. Keep going down, Moses. Go. Keep going. See, they was Masons too. Keep going. Look. These are, look, they did the same thing as the Spaniards.
That's right, bring it out.
They was crusaders too. They was oppressing the 1/3. Keep going. Look, hold up, go back. What is that?
Bring it out.
What is this? You got your original Masons now. These are the peoples. They just put Esau as a front. He's a Shia now. Hate him. Keep going. See, you see that whole setup. Keep going, Mo. Look at here. What's on this flag? Clean as hell, ain't it? Probably at the strip club somewhere, tossing it up. And keep going. Look at him. Keep going. Hold up. What's above his head?
Bring it out.
These are the people that's oppressing us, man. Keep going. See, these was wicked men's, man. Hold up. What's on his shield? See, they didn't know. Keep going. I can see you down at the bottom. Keep going. Statues all up in Germany, man. Look at here. See, that's, that's going to start the whitewash. Hold up. Pause. Go back. What he got on his head?
Bring that out.
I got a video coming out about the popes, man. About the brown popes. The Israelite popes. Yeah. Popes come from the monks. Keep going, Moses. Right here, you see this video, this picture? This is in Germany now. This is when they start fighting. That's a so-called brother right there fighting for the king and queen against the other nation. Why is this portrait there? Keep going. Look at here. Now, move your cursor. What do it say? What his name is? Is that Pope Eugene? In 11, what's that? 1383. Keep going, Moses. I go a brother there. Look at these busts, man. Why don't they ever put this in any television? Keep going. Any movie, man. Look at the dates on here. You can tell that's a brother. Keep going. Money. Keep going. Oh, pause it right there. What's on the back of that coin? This was a king. What's on the back of that coin? What's on the back of America coin? The eagle. Keep going. Look at this, man. Got him on a cross. Keep going. This is us. That's enough on there. Matter of fact, give me this book, The Negro's Rule.
Bring it out.
You got it. Make it bigger, man.
That's right, bring it out.
The Negro Rule, Scotland and Britain. What's on their chest right there?
Bring it out.
Look at this mess, man.
Bring it out.
Eagles. The Jewish star. This is where it come from, our people, man.
That's right.
Crown on his head, ain't it? See? And I got this book, man. Bez gave me this book, man. And most of the image that you're going to get of our people are going to be black and white, man. They're not going to be in color.
That's right.
A lot of this stuff, man. And matter of fact, give me Christopher Columbus. See, Christopher Columbus was a El Negro.
That's right. Bring it out.
See, But when they give us, let me tell you something, man. I got the picture. I just don't want to right now because it's just too much. Because people thinking they're out here defacing them statues, man. That's come from our people, man.
That's right.
Let's go to page 47. Right there. Read that right quick,
New enemies disguised as friends.
See, and what did it say?
New enemies disguised as friends.
How you thinking they was able to come over here and mingle with the Native Americans? What do you think the wheats and the tares are about now? And you understand what they do, come over here and mingle themselves? New enemies, man. Read that after the South.
Africa, south of the Sahara, has been known to Europeans since Greco-Roman times.
See, we are the original Europeans. Read.
But it was not until the 4th decade of the 15th century that they began to arrive in numbers on its shores. The first to come were the Portuguese.
These are the ones in Spain. See, they was the first to come. Read.
They were followed in the 1450s by the Spaniards.
So why is it that no one knows that this is talking about our people doing this to our people? And they knew we was out there on the west coast of Africa. They knew where we were dwelling at, man, because they was traveling to and fro.
That's right.
Read.
Who soon after abandoned Africa to explore the Americas. Toward the end of the century, some English and French adventurers.
French. Who are you thinking? We.
No.
It was we.
That's right.
Read.
And traders arrived. However, their governments were not to give official backing to such enterprises until the 16th and 17th century.
Let's keep going.
The Dutch.
The Dutch. Read.
Were the next to appear on the African scene. And during the last decade of the 16th century, they effectively challenged the lead enjoyed by the Portuguese. The Danes dropped anchor in 1642. The Swedes in 1647. And the Brandenburgers in 1682. The reasons for this sudden surge of interest were partly political, partly economic, partly technological.
Technology. You get me. But let me show you something, man. Go to the next page, man. Start at the bottom. Go to the next page. Where we at? Page 78. Read that.
To facilitate trade, forts were established along the West African coast, the Gold Coast, contemporary Ghana. Saw construction of more than 50 such posts along 300 miles of coastline. The larger forts were called castles. Among the best known, Elmina Castle in Ghana was built by the Portuguese in 1482, but fell to the Dutch in 1637. Cape Coast Castle, began by the Swedes in 1653, was later held by the Diet, or ruler, of the feudal people. It was acquired by the Dutch in 1664 and by the English in 1665. This castle could accommodate more than 1,000 slaves.
So you got to understand, it was us. You ever heard that word? Israelites, Africans sold Africans. They was really saying Israelites sold Israelites.
Right.
And the sad part is, give me that book on Babylon, man. Babylon the Timbuktu, page 124. See, because when you reading this stuff, man, you understand these authors, they really didn't have, but let's matter of fact, let me just beam some into your brain. Start at the bottom on page 124. Right there. You can't see it? You can't see it? There you go. We'll beam your glasses up.
The Portuguese were the first Europeans to trade on the West African coast and to establish colonies on a large scale. The Canary Islands were discovered by the Portuguese. in 1541.
In 1341.
Right.
Keep going.
Ceded to Spain by the papal bull in 1344.
This dealing with the Pope. Read.
Senegal was discovered by the Portuguese in the 15th century.
Read on.
And the first settlements are believed to have been black. Portuguese.
What was they?
Black. Portuguese.
What was they?
Black. Portuguese.
These Israelites. Read.
The Gambia River mouth was discovered by the Portuguese in the 15th century. Sierra Leone first visited by the Portuguese in 1462. Guinea discovered by Portuguese in 1446. The island of San Tom discovered by Portuguese in 1471. The new inhabitants were black Jews deported here in 1484. Black Jews migrated to the Angola coast from San Tom between 1484 and 1499. The white Portuguese missionaries teach Angola by 1560. But white settlers did not establish a community until 1575.
So you got to understand, man, our people that 200 years before anybody got there. So understand, man, we got to stop focusing in on what the television teach us. A lot of Israelites got television brains, man.
That's right.
And you got to understand the Dutch was dealing down there in Brazil. They was dealing down there in South America. You know, I'm starting to find out where was they going and why was they going. And give me John 8:44. Let me show you what Christ said about them. Because who was persecuting us at the time of we was in Israel? Our people. Let's see these fathers. Read this.
St. John chapter 8 verse 44.
Read on.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
He said they of their fathers. You got a lot of them just like that. Read.
And the lusts of your father ye will do.
Read on.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
So what is a murderer? Someone that what? Hate their own people? Read.
And abode not in the truth.
And abode not in the truth. Read.
Because there is no truth in him.
See, when we dealing with our people, man, there's no truth in them. Some of them we try to talk to, dialogue with. There's nothing that we can give them. But read.
When he speaketh a lie.
When he speaketh a lie, read.
He speaketh of his own.
He gonna speak of what his own tradition, what his own passed down. Read.
For he is a liar.
He is a liar. Read.
And the father of it.
He say, why is he talking about our people's the father of lies? Read.
And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not.
See, a lot of this information is coming out. Let me tell you something. It's been sprinkling out. And it's going to continue to come out. More research. Let me tell you something. Some of these pictures, one picture can take a whole day to find. Because in that Spain video, Moses, go back there and find Isabella. A picture of Isabella on her deathbed. Well, it was a statue. I want to bring that up because everybody, Queen Isabella, they thinking this was an Edomite. I'm going to show you an image. I don't know how I found it. I was typing. Now, you know, I type backwards.
Yeah.
So you have to. What color is that statue, man? Is that a so-called Edomite? Huh? Is that not a brown? Was that not painted brown? Hands brown, neck brown, face brown. Now go back to a little bit back. Right here. See, it's not what your history you've been taught. And see, these was Catholics. They wasn't Christians. They was going against the word. So why didn't you think they sent ships over here? Matter of fact, let me go off topic again. Give me 1 Kings 10 and 14. Let me see something right quick. 1 Kings 10 and 14.
1 Kings chapter 10 verse 14.
Read.
Now the weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 600 606 talents of gold.
It was what?
600 and 6 talents of gold.
600, 600 of gold. Why was they over here looking for in the new world? What was they cutting hands off for? What was they persecuting our peoples for? Let's go back, man. John 8:44. It's another class.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
I don't want to get, because you have to tie it together for the people. John 8:45.
St. John chapter 8 verse 45.
Bring it out.
And because I tell you the truth,
See, read.
ye believe me not.
See, they ain't gonna believe, man, because everybody know they came over here looking for riches, man. That's what they come over here for, man. And guess what? They rebel against King James.
Bring it out.
What? Read.
Which of you convinceth me of sin?
See, a lot of them, they wanted to Christ. You and when they not walking right, what do they say? You're not walking right.
No.
Read.
And if I say the truth,
If I tell you the truth, read.
why do ye not believe?
Why all people hate the truth? Read.
He that is of God heareth God's word.
Read on.
Ye therefore hear them not,
Read on.
because ye are not of God.
See, you got to understand. They cannot even hear them. They so far gone, man, they'll never believe nothing we bringing out.
That's right.
They out of there. Romans 9:6. They out of there, man. There's no hope for them. No matter what we do, and let me tell you something. How is Christ going to stir up jealousy? He's raising us up right in front of them.
That's right.
He's building us right in front of them. They didn't think it would happen, but they're actually seeing how the Spirit is moving us. Some people, everybody ain't bought in some people still buy lottery tickets, ain't won nothing.
That's right.
I asked my aunt, I was like, man, why you buy lottery tickets? I said, how long you been playing? She said, I've been playing 47 years. I said, ain't it? Ain't it time to retire? You too old to enjoy it now, ain't it? I'm just, I ask. People don't really understand this movement, man. This is a spiritual thing. Read this up.
Romans chapter 9 verse 6. Not as though the word of God hath taken none effect.
Read on.
For they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
See, they're not all Israel, which are of Israel.
Bring that out.
See, we just see, brother, and why the Bible always tell you to prove a friend?
That's right.
Brothers, sisters, you need to prove who you're dealing with. And one thing that I can say, we've been established. We don't prove that we're about the business.
That's right.
And we hold each other accountable.
That's right.
And that's the thing. A lot of people still got their eye outside. I'm just be real with you. Some of you cockeyed in the truth. You got an eye in here and an eye outside the building somewhere. I heard somebody. See, you got an eye in here and you still got an eye on Christianity. Romans 2:28. I'm just telling you the truth, man. See, when you understand, this have nothing to do with the Jewish peoples, man. This have nothing to do with nobody but Israel. Read that up.
Romans chapter 2 verse 28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outward.
See, a lot of them, they shabbat shalom. Shalom. Bro. See, a lot of y'all buy into it, man, because that's what you was taught in this world. A lot of you just see things you don't even need and you go get it. Some of you got to get your mind right, man. And that's why you see the things that people doing. You have to start focusing your mind, man. Focusing your mind on what you're doing. Start focusing. It's easy, but it's hard when you don't like to focus.
That's right.
Read.
Neither is that circumcision.
That circumcision one that they say he keeping the laws. Read.
Which is outward.
Read.
In the flesh.
He's still carnal minded. Read.
But he is a Jew.
Read.
Which is one inward.
What?
Which is one inward.
The one that believes and keep these commandments. The ones that live a lifestyle. The ones that about his nation. The one that love his peoples. Read.
And circumcision is that of the heart.
Of the mind. Read.
In the spirit.
In the spirit. In the spirit. In the word. Read.
And not in the letter.
Not in the letter. Read.
Whose praise is not of men.
See, when you understand, man, you're not worried about what men say.
That's right.
And a lot of them, that's why you see a lot of people in the truth, man. They worrying about what somebody say.
Yeah.
So if they see somebody teaching the chip class, which has never been taught, they want to say the chip. If they telling you about a ship and they can't prove a ship, they thinking they somehow right.
Yeah.
They want to prove that Christ walked on water, but they never taught a class.
Yeah.
But they believe in it. I read it in the scriptures. No, you have no understanding of this word, man. This here is something different. Read up.
But of God.
But of who?
But of God.
Give me Isaiah 28:14, man.
Yeah.
But of the power, man. Everything is of the power. Nothing come from us. How did Christ use man's mood to write these things? And use them to write these things to the nation. Read this out.
Isaiah chapter 28 verse 14. Wherefore, hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men.
These are the ones leading Israel right now, man. You call them scornful men. What have they done? What have one camp that you can say that they done other than do videos?
That's right.
What have they done? They say the truth started in 1969. Name me one property they own. Name me one house they built.
Yeah.
Name me one land they bought. So you mean all this time and nothing been done? So how is these men walking with Christ? How is these men doing the work of Christ? Why haven't something been shown that we all can all follow? Why is there so much division and hatred?
That's right.
Who's doing this? Who are the men that's perpetrating these things? Read.
That rule this people, which is in Jerusalem.
That rule this people, man. But they don't rule them righteous, man. Do you know how many phone calls we get, man, about people that's been, and we don't know that they truly keeping the commandments. You know, you're going to get the bad all the time. Blah, 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 blah. And the first thing I ask them, how long you been knowing about the truth? And they're going to say, I've been 8 years. But how long have you been living it? That's the difference right there. That's the change that you make when you repent. You come back and you start living it. You can't pretend in this walk, man, it'll eat you up. It's like that stuff Deacon and Beer was talking about. It'll eat you up from the inside out. It'll eat you up, man. It'll destroy you. Because when you fighting against it, it's going to destroy you. And that's the thing that I wish our peoples would understand. Give me Acts 6 and 9. Let me show you a little bit about them, man. Acts 6 and 9. I wanted to go into that dragon, man, but I said no. It's a class. It's already hour and 15 minutes gone already. Read this up.
Acts chapter 6 verse 9.
Read on.
Then there arose certain of the synagogue.
These are the scribes, Pharisees. Read.
Which is called the synagogue of the Libertines.
Read on.
And Cyrenians and Alexandrians, and of them of Sicilia, and of Asia, disputing with Stephen.
Disputing with Stephen. Why are they disputing with Stephen, man? Stephen was a man of the Most High, man. Jump up to verse 5.
And the saying pleased the whole multitude, and they chose Stephen, a man full of faith,
Read on.
and of the Holy Ghost, and Philip, and Proclus, and Nicanor, and Timon, and Parmenas, and Nicholas, a proselyte of Antioch.
So where are they at? Really in Asia Minor, you know, all up in their way. We do well. Philip, all these men seeing that Stephen was a righteous man. Now, verse 10.
And they were not able to resist the wisdom.
They was not able to resist the wisdom. Read.
And the spirit by which he spake.
See, he spoke, man, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is how we changing things. We're not war. We're not the ones. Why do these camps get on there with their lit pistols, man?
That's right.
Esau can send a fly in there and blow up the whole place, man.
That's right.
Or well, the enemy. You know, these things, man, it behooves me. Just read that again.
And they were not able to resist the wisdom and the spirit by which he spake.
Read on.
Then they suborned men.
So they want to go get men that speak lies. Falsehood. Read.
Which said, we have heard him speak blasphemous
read on.
words against Moses and against God.
Let me tell you something, man. You thinking these scribes and Pharisees that was leading all people that same here today? They thinking what we do is blasphemy. They say what we say. We talking about now the ship. I never seen when Moses them came out of Egypt that a ship was somewhere near.
That's right.
Why wasn't they not flying ships back then?
That's right.
Why? Why wasn't Christ talking about a ship? No prophet was speaking. This is doctrines that our enemies have pushed down. A lot of this come from our people. Read.
And they stirred up the people.
See, read on.
And the elders.
See, when you know how they stir up the people, now they use videos. They use videos, make classes about you. What good do that? What good do that do? If we all about each other, don't they supposed to apply Matthew 18:15?
That's right.
Do they ever do anything in the Bible? Hey man, where did you see that at, man? Could you explain that to me? No, they just go on their own assumption, man. Cause they, you know, and you think about these so-called elders that they call elders. Now they got elders, man, and I don't see no work that these elders doing. I always ask them, we got a garden down there. Won't they come get dirty, show the people that they're about the business? They're not going to do that, man. These guys like to sit in the upper room, man. They're not coming down.
That's right.
I'm just telling you the truth. That spirit of wanting to be seen. It's just like, Mose, I think I got a video in my white Slater. It should be at the bottom. The thing is, all the way at the bottom. You see it? Now go up to the next one. Now go up to the next one. Now go up to the. Now. Now the thing is, what it is with social media. A lot of people, what they do is, whatever they're doing it for to be seen or liked.
That's right.
They're not doing it for to help edify the people.
That's right.
They're doing it for to be seen or liked. They're looking for likes. You know when a sister put a picture on there, she half naked, she get all them likes. She now her head swole.
That's right.
But if you meet her, you be like, man, dislike.
That's right.
But just think about it. When you started to understand, it's an ego trip thing. Some people want to be famous. You know, when people call me, they're like, I'm so glad to me. I'll be like, no, I'm more glad to see you or hear from you. I know the work what we're doing is through the Spirit of the Lord, and it's paying off because you called, not because of me. You start stroking yourself, man. It's not going to do you no good. It's not. Keep reading up.
And they stirred up the people and the elders and the scribes, and came upon him,
and came upon him, read,
and caught him,
read on,
and brought him to the council,
and brought him to the council, read.
and set up false witnesses.
What do they like to do?
Set up false witnesses.
Set up false witness, man. These are scornful men. And what they doing in Israel? The same thing today.
Right.
What have changed? It's no different than what they did back then. Familiar spirits, read.
Which said, this man ceaseth not to speak blasphemous words against this holy place and the law.
So he say he ceases not. He don't stop. He just continue. Why? What was the problem here? They just didn't understand. Christ said, my sheep hear my voice.
That's right.
So when our people don't understand me, what happens? They get angry, moody, ready to fight, kill. That's how they get down. Hatred amongst our people. You get a lot of, I hear in these communities, how many churches are in a community? And how long they've been there? And what have they built? The churches hate on each other. Might well call them the Bloods and the Crips. Because why haven't they came together and did anything for the community? Pastor all about is gator skins. And it's trues and bows. You know, back then they wanted Cali, now they want foreign cars. That's how it is now. They want foreign. Mercedes. He driving up to the church in a Mercedes and somebody getting off the bus.
Yeah.
I bet you any money you challenge any of these brothers, like Christ challenged the rich man, go sell what you have and give to the poor and see what they do. Will they do it? See, a lot of this y'all not really thinking. See, y'all thinking sell immediately, right? A lot of brothers don't start doing what Christ was speaking to this brother.
Right.
Getting rid of the things in the house they don't need. See, you got some sisters got 2 or 3 vacuum cleaners where this one here picks up on this carpet good, and I got to have this one over here on this carpet. Just get one. Sell the other 2. But when you think about it, a lot of us have started evolving because what? Some of this stuff holds no value. Just think about it. We started out with what? With music. With the LP, right? Then some of y'all don't know about this stuff. Then we went to the 8-track. You know, you be listening to the music, you be jamming, and it click right in the middle. Golly. Then we went to the cassette tape. Then we went to the disc. Now we just MP3s. See, some of this stuff just garbage, man. It was just at that time how to brainwash. It's brainwashing tools. Read on,
For we have heard him say that this Yahawashi of Nazareth shall destroy this place.
He said he shall destroy this place. Read.
And shall change the customs.
And this is going into the ceremonial rites, man. Read.
Which Moses delivered us.
Which Moses, going into the sacrificial law, man. Get that in Daniel's, man, 9 and 26. It tells you this is what's going to be done. So this tells you that people don't like to read. Read that up.
Again, chapter 9, verse 26. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself.
Not for himself, read.
And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city.
And they're going to destroy the city, the nation, read.
And the sanctuary.
Read on.
And the end thereof shall be with a flood.
With a flood, read.
And unto the end of the war, desolations are determined.
These are desolations in 65 and 70 AD, read.
And he shall confirm the covenant.
And he shall confirm the covenant, read.
With many,
read.
For 1 week.
Read on.
And in the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease.
He said he's going to cause it to cease right here. Read.
And for the overspreading of abomination.
For the overspreading of abomination, read.
He shall make it desolate.
Read on.
Even unto the consummation. And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
It's going to be poured up. Let's go back, man. Verse 14 again.
Acts chapter 6, verse 14. For we have heard him say that this Yahawashi of Nazareth shall destroy this place, and shall change the customs which Moses delivered us.
Read on.
And all that sat in the council, looking steadfastly on him,
on Stephen, read.
saw his face,
read.
as it had been the face of an angel.
Like a messenger, man. Give me this other video, man. Give me a little bit of the Dutch. The Dutch. Go straight down. You got to go into it. I just want to see some of these people. Now you see they whitewash the picture, man. Keep going. Now this Dutch ain't whitewash. Keep going.
Nah, hold on. Go back. Go back to that image. Anybody know, man? If you look at your prominent figures, this is a Masonic pose. Is what he is doing with the right. Oh no, click on that with the right hand inside of the left pocket jacket. This is a sign of a master mason. If you look at all of your prominent black Israelite figures, you will see an image of them with this exact same pose. They let you know who they serve.
And look at the medal on his chest. The same thing with the knights, the crusaders. Keep going down. And these wasn't righteous peoples, y'all. These was wicked men. Look at here, man. You can tell he had a little sugar in his tank. Look at here. Look at here. Now Moses, 1540. Now this was in their region, 1540. This is a painting. Go keep going down a little bit more. See, I want people to see me. Look at this brother here, man. You can tell. Go down a little bit more. We got any other. Look at here. Hold up. You see his hand? What do you think his hand's doing right there? See, with his hand, he got his fingers spread apart. And he got the two middle fingers coming together, letting you know he's a Mason. That's how they get down. That's how they get down. This is Luke 6:39. Luke 6:39. Read that up.
St. Luke chapter 6 verse 39. And he spake a parable unto them. Can the blind lead the blind?
Can the blind lead the blind? See, this is what's been going on for generations. And you got some more? Bring them up.
I just want to show you. So, like, if you look at that, if you look at that bottom left image, you see that is the exact same pose that he was doing right there. So, you know, and just for the hand, just for the images, if you go up, you know, a lot of these people, man, who are your prominent figures, who you love, who you're in love with, who you're infatuated with. If you know the knowledge, you'll know. They'll let you know exactly who they serve.
But look at the top dude over here. Wait, put the curse on him. Now, who took a picture like that?
That's right.
What Malcolm X?
Malcolm X did that exact same thing. And it's a guy right now over there at IUIC got a picture just like that too.
Hey, you can't make this stuff up, man. And look at the hands right there with the little apron on. See, these are the blind, man. But read on up.
Shall they not both fall into the ditch?
So they're not both gonna fall into the grave, man. Give me Jeremiah 14:2. See, the thing is, Israel been waiting on this, man. But when they get it, they don't like it. When Israel get it, they don't like it, man. You ever get something you don't like it? Listen to something that you know you can go spend some money on, waste some time on. Read this up.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2.
Read on.
Judah mourned.
It say Judah is going through sorrow and grief. Read.
And the gates thereof language.
And the gates thereof language. Where the leaders, where the judges at, man? Where the men of the Most High? Read.
They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
Give me Jeremiah 8:21, man. See, we thinking that word black talking about a color in there. That's somebody sick, a sinner. Somebody in sin. That's why. Read that,
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 21.
Read on.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people
Read on.
am I hurt.
Am I hurt? Read.
I am black.
He said, I am black. Read. Astonished. Read.
Had taken hold on me.
So when you're going through, when you in that kind of spirit, you sick. You need the medicine. But we're going to go back. Jeremiah 14:2.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Read on.
Judah mourning.
See, the Judah is going through a lot of things, man, because guess what? Our peoples have led us to where we at today. Because think about it. When you go back, a lot of these classes, a lot of this history that's coming out, you'll find that our peoples were still doing well here.
That's right.
You'll find out how is it that they're going to give us reparations. So what about the people that had us in slavery? Let me tell you something else too. Moses, go back to a video. Let me show you something. Go back to one of those videos. Now go down to where I can see the writings. Scroll back to where the writing. Look at this dude right here, man. Got a little chest. Fruity. Right there where the white is. Now go back a little bit more. Now keep going back. Keep going back. I want to write. Keep going back. A little bit back for him. A little bit forward. Yeah, right there. Go before, right before it. You're going too far back. Okay. Now go back a little bit more. Keep strolling forward. Keep going forward. Forward. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go with it right there. See, in a lot of these videos, why do we got the date on these peoples? A lot of these, when I go look up their information, it'll tell you the date they was born on and the date they died on.
Yep.
All the way back into the 1100s. So how do you not know who we are today? Why are you thinking you got a ceiling at certain places? I'm going to tell you something. Might be your Social Security number.
Yep.
Some of you try to go, why is it that we haven't found that job at NASA? Huh? Why haven't we found certain things? You have to go through protocols going through their school system.
That's right.
See, indoctrination to show that, hey, you are one of them. See, when a person's spirit doesn't mingle with this spirit, he's not going to apply himself to do the garbage that they want him to do or her to do. But they have dates on these peoples. All the way back 1513s. You mean you don't have the dates on 1600, 1700 of? And I'm going to tell you something they do. It's a registry. I got to find it. But they have the name that was on them ships. And let me tell you something. A lot of us took hold to what? Our slave master last name, right? So a lot of you thinking that your slave was a so-called Edomite, slave master was Edomite. They know about it. Jones. They know. They know who we are. Don't think that they don't know. The ones that's in, why are you thinking you don't know nobody that come out of school with you that's in the political world? Why is it that you never see nobody, you don't never see little Ray out the hood with his 2 pistols, man, saying he gonna run for mayor? Why? Why? We don't think about nothing, man. All people want to do is go vote for the people that's oppressing them.
That's right.
Read that again,
Judah mourning, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
And you understand, man? Black is a color. When you look up the word black, what does it go with? Sinner, darkness, everything wicked, everything evil. Read.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
And the cry of the nation is gone up. Read.
And their nobles have sent their little ones to the water.
And they say they noble ones have sent their little ones. These are the leaders to the water. How much water there is, man? Give me that in James 3:11. Let me get that, man. Let me show you something about water. James 3:11.
James chapter 3 verse 11. Doth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter?
Hold up, don't it send forth sweet water and bitter water? So they've been feeding us bitter information for the longest, man. Think about it. All the money that they have, the only thing that channel they ever came with was BET, Black Entertainment.
Bring it out.
And what did it do? You used to have to call in and pay for the video. Somebody, a tip drill or something. Go back, man. Verse 3 again. Jeremiah 14:3.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 3.
Read.
And their nobles have sent their little ones to the water.
To that bitter, bitter, bitter water. We've been getting taught lies all our life, man. No matter, you got what, the black universities, what do they teach? They teach the same thing as the other universities. They teach no different if they don't get no different information that comes out. And when we go to those colleges, they have no idea about who their peoples are and what we have done. Read.
They came to the pits.
They came to the pits, down to the graves. Read.
And found no water.
And found no truth. Read.
They returned with their vessels empty.
Why do you think people go in them churches and don't know nothing? They have no knowledge of nothing. Empty, man. Some of these people are so bugged out, man. Don't y'all don't see it? You got so many homeless peoples now. You got so much crime now. They empty. Now you got people that, and why do they willfully go take a shot for saying about the corona? They volunteer, and then you have your people, own people. Yeah, you should get the shot. I be waiting on them to say something to me, man, so I can drill them. And it's madness, man. And they talking about, if they see you, I've been waiting on them to tell me put a mask on. I've been walking in the stores with no mask. They say it's no mandate. But I'm just curious. So the governor in Dallas, he can make a mandate and break what the governor puts out. So I'm confused now. He can break the law, but we can't break the law.
No.
Why nobody coming down here stomping his teeth out?
That's right.
But see, this is the madness, man. And then you need to put a mask on. We're going to all get sick. Well, you got yours on. You won't get sick. Move on about your business. I'm pretty sure if I cut gas, it's going to come right through my clothes, ain't it?
That's right.
So I'm pretty sure that mask ain't stopping nothing, ain't it?
That's right.
It's crazy, man. Read up.
They were ashamed.
They were ashamed, man. Look at our people. They're ashamed. Our peoples are ashamed. Ashamed, man. Look at our people, man. If they only knew, and I'm going to tell you something, a lot of these people know they Israelites around here.
That's right.
But they sold they too, and some of them, man, I'm trying to get right out here, man. You can't get right out with the wicked. You got to come in. Give me that in Isaiah. Give me that in Psalms 44:13. They were ashamed, man. Ashamed to see. Ashamed to be. Ashamed, man. Read that up.
Psalm 44 verse 13.
No.
Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors.
See, our neighbors. Read.
A scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword.
A what?
A byword.
Read.
Among the heathen. A shaking of the head.
A shaking of the head. Read.
Among the people.
Amongst the peoples. Amongst the people. And you see heathen is talking about all people.
Right.
Who made us in that byword, man, an example? Our own people. Because it's enough of them got money they can help. Why they haven't pooled together no money to help? Why they haven't put one dime together?
Yeah.
Why come these camps come together and put a few dollars together and do something together? We still, man, a byword. Because we can't come together. Read.
Right.
My confusion is continually before me.
Why is there confusion? It's continued. That's shame. Because you look at it, man. Why are they always want to pump Oprah Winfrey, a big drag man, in front of us? Or Magic Twinkle Toes Johnson in front of us. And why do all the entertainers have gay children?
Bring that out.
I don't get what's going on. Ain't this confusion? So now, you being a parent, you were like, it's okay for my child to be this way. You start to accept what they put out. It's confusion because then your spirit knows that these things are not right. I just read in Yahoo, two Edomite lesbian got shot up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. Read.
And the shame of my face hath covered me.
And the shame of my face have covered me, man. When you look at our people, man, what the news do? They always got us on the news, don't they? Always got us in the forefront. You know, Esau, now I get on this. Esau commit a crime, they're going to have him on there 20 seconds and he out for the whole week. We commit a crime, we on there for the whole month. What they doing to R. Kelly? See, R. Kelly had little boyfriend, little boys too. So y'all love R. Kelly, didn't you? Oh, some R. Kelly songs, I can't remember none.
They don't see nothing wrong with a little bumping.
Oh, they don't see nothing wrong with a little bumping on a little boy and a little grinding. You tell I've been out the loop, man. R. Kelly used to be what? I can believe I can fly. Not when you're in a jail cell, you ain't flying. They don't clip your wings. R. Kelly was wicked as hell, man.
God.
But see, R. Kelly might be going through the phase, man. And that what gets me. Keep reading. We're back to Jeremiah 14:4, man.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 4. Because the ground is chapped, for there was no rain in the earth.
It was dry, man. There was no truth in the earth. Read.
The plowmen,
and these are the leaders, read,
were ashamed.
They was ashamed, read.
They covered their heads.
They covered their heads, read.
Yea, the
hinds, the servants, read.
Also calved in the field.
There was a reproach in the nation, man, read.
And forsook it, because there was no grass.
And they forsook the law because there was no herbs. So when you understanding that peoples are not feeding our peoples right, they just live, you know, they okay. We can break the law. Now you got some of them telling you can cook on the Shabbat. Some peoples are on vacation right now on the Shabbat.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing their own thing. Keep reading.
And the wild asses.
Let's say the wild asses, these wicked men, read.
Did stand in the high place.
They always in the upper room, ain't they?
Yeah.
Read.
They snuffed up the wind.
Hold up, they devoured the word, read.
Like dragons.
How Israel act like?
Like dragons.
How do our peoples act like?
Like dragons.
Like dragons, man. So y'all better get that Esau only thing out your head, man. Open your mind now.
That's right.
Scripture say our these men are acting like dragons, man. They devouring the prey. Read.
Their eyes did fail.
Their eyes, Israel, failed. Read.
Because there was no grass.
No herb. Nobody feeding them nothing, man. We've been in the truth since 1969. What have you built? What have you done for the nation? Show me some. Prove some things. It's all talk, man. And these be the same brothers go out and don't even speak to you.
That's right.
I guess somebody stole their Cadillac, man. I don't know which one of y'all brothers got stole their Cadillac. It wasn't me, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't steal your Cadillac, man. Don't be mad at me, man. But this is the thing. Continue reading.
Oh
Lord, read.
Though our iniquities testify against us.
See, because once they got us in sin, we being judged. They testify against us. We still under the punishment.
That's right.
Read.
Do thou it for thy name's sake.
Do thou it for thy name's sake. Read.
For our backslidings are many.
Our backsliding are many, man. Read.
We have sinned against it.
See, we was taught to sin against our Lord. This is the very elect. And people don't want to change, man. They thinking this is just some big game that they can play, man. Well, I don't like this league, I'm going to go start another league. No, it's not that, man. Because let me tell you something. If you was right, you'll stay where you at. Because
That's right.
if it ain't wrong, what you trying to fix? You never tried to fix yourself. Some people don't think about it. Read.
Oh, the hope of Israel.
Oh, the hope of Israel. Read.
The Savior.
The Savior. Read.
Thereof in time of trouble.
And we're in times of trouble. Read.
Why shouldest thou be as a stranger in the land?
Why should there be a stranger to the nation? Read.
And as a wayfaring man.
A traveling man. Read.
That turneth aside to tarry for a night.
To stay for a night. Read.
Why shouldest thou be as a man astonished?
Astonished, surprised. Read.
As a mighty man.
A mighty man. Read.
That cannot save.
That cannot save. Read.
Yet thou, O Lord, art in the midst of us.
See, he's in the midst of us. Read.
And we are called by thy name.
And we are called by their name. Read.
Leave us not.
What?
Leave us not.
All we got to do is keep these commandments, man. He will never leave us.
That's right.
Read.
Thus saith the Lord unto his people.
Thus says the Lord unto his peoples. Read.
Thus have they loved to wander.
They love to depart from this truth, man. They love to have excuses and reasons and this and that. Read.
They have not refrained their feet.
See, they haven't gotten on a firm foundation. They everywhere sometimes. Read.
Therefore the Lord doth not accept them.
See, he doesn't accept them when they not stable, man. Read.
He will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins.
That's why I say, man, stay out of that sin. Because you know what sin brings? Death.
That's right.
It'll bring death quick. Read.
Then said the Lord unto me,
Read on.
pray not for this people, for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry.
See, you got to understand, man. I keep telling y'all, if y'all been not really educated in this truth, you're going to be uneducated in this truth. He say, pray not for this people, for their good. When you see somebody just feet all over the place, they wandering, they not reframing their mouth, they just can't control. So don't pray for them.
That's right.
Because when you come in these doors, man, you should be examining yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you should be praying.
That's right.
Thanking the Lord for getting you out that bed. He could have left you asleep there.
God.
Some of you don't show no appreciation. Some of you don't even use the word Lord will. Girl coming by, Lord will. We're going to make it to the land, Lord will.
That's right.
Start speaking like Hebrews. Stop speaking like you've been taught in the world. It's a learning curve, man. Read up.
And when they offer burnt offering and an oblation, I will not accept it, but I will consume them by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence. Then said I, Lord God, behold, the prophets say unto them.
The prophets say unto them, read.
Ye shall not see the sword.
He said, and you know what? I heard a guy tell me this once before. Read.
Neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place.
So they thinking they're going to have peace in this captivity, man. If you wicked, you're not going to have no peace. Read on, Lord.
Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name.
So y'all thinking y'all have been taught lies in the truth. He said they prophesied what?
Lies in my name.
He said they prophesied lies in his name. Read.
I sent them not.
He said I haven't sent them, man. Read.
Neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision.
Some of them, what vision are they giving them, man? What vision are they giving our people? Read.
And divination.
And a lot of it is all about them getting money in their pockets. Read.
And a thing of naught.
A thing of naught. Things that's going to come to naught. Read.
And the deceit of their heart.
And the deceit of their minds. Read.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets.
Read on.
That prophesy in my name.
You got a lot of Israel speaking in the Lord's name, ain't it? Read.
And I sent them not.
He said, I didn't even send them. But they out there making videos. These are the ones that I keep telling you. When they're not operating in the spirit, they're not doing what the scriptures will say. You got to do what this word say. Word for word.
That's right.
You can't leave the A out.
That's right.
Or the out. Read.
Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. It is what it is. And you know, the thing is, you would think that right now Judah should be at 140, at 12,000. But you got a lot of Israelites that's just not strong men, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them, they fall back. Let me tell you something. Whoever go to war and the men go home, I don't get it. How do you let your brothers go war and you're not warring with them? How do you leave your brothers out on the battlefield and you're not out there battling with them?
That's right.
Because if they take us, guess who next? You. They coming in your house first.
Bring it out.
We at war, man.
That's right.
We need every man out there with a Uzi Tech, King James in their hand,
That's right.
spitting out all kind of Uzi bullets on them.
That's right.
Scriptures coming out all kind of way, precept upon precept.
Yeah.
Every man is needed, man.
That's right.
You can't live like that, man. Isaiah 28:15. Love your brothers, man. Love them. No matter what happens, man, love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Read that out.
Isaiah chapter 28 verse 15.
Read on.
Because ye have said,
read.
we have made a covenant with death.
See, a lot of these brothers have made a covenant with death.
Yeah.
Why have they made a covenant with death? Because they in sin. When you make a covenant with death, you in sin. You in sin. Jump down to verse 18.
Verse 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
See, the 2/3 is going to be, when the Most High, that covenant with death that we had made, we all had made a covenant with death. We was all in sin.
That's right.
Jump up back up to verse 15. But we are awakened now. Read that up.
Verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death,
Read on.
and with hell are we at agreement.
We are in agreement with this. Read.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through,
Read.
it shall not come unto us.
It says it's not even going to come up on us, man. They don't believe that nothing is going to happen, man. And let me tell you something. It's our people that believe things are going to continue forever.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get rocked to sleep, man, believing that what you got or what your lifestyle is comfortable. I don't know how nobody get comfortable going to work every day.
That's right.
I just don't know how you can be a man and you got to go work for another man.
That's right.
We understand we're in captivity. We have no choice. But how can you be proud to go and punch a coffee in, man? It's crazy. Read.
For we have made lies our refuge,
See, these so-called leaders, they have made lies their refuge. Read.
and under falsehood
Under falsehood, read.
have we hid ourselves.
So how have they hid themselves? Now we don't even know it's them. We thinking it's just Esau. See, we thinking the images that we get, you see the movies, they all going to be Edomites.
That's right.
And our peoples are behind everything. How can we have a first president of the United of America and he not know? Was he not a Mason too?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Jeremiah 18:18. I don't get it. Our people don't think, man. We don't consider. One thing, you know what? A lot of times, why they keep you so busy? Because you don't have time to sit down and think. Let's meditate on things. Some of your decisions you make every day, you make them so fast you don't even think about it.
That's right.
Some of you can be going to the store. You ain't even thought about how you're gonna get there. Make a wrong turn. Everything that you need to be thinking. This is a thinking man game, man. Right now you in captivity in the kingdom. You're gonna be thinking because everybody around you're gonna be all on the same mind. So if you going off, somebody got you. Read that out.
Jeremiah chapter 18 verse 18.
Yeah.
Then said they, come and let us devise devices against Jeremiah.
You thinking this wasn't going on through history, man? You thinking that our people haven't been doing this for centuries? Read them.
For the law shall not perish from the priest, nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. Come, and let us smite him with the tongue.
With the what?
With the tongue.
Read on.
And let us not give heed to any of his words.
So, just by the mouth, they can, let me tell you something. What mouth are they destroying that brother by right now? The media.
That's right.
They destroying him, man. And let me tell you something. These are allegations. But Israel's so quick to pick up on something negative, man. They clout chasers. They want to be seen.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. They all got the same story. They're making the same video.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't bringing out no new information.
God.
They just want to be seen. Now I'm gonna mention this brother's name, man. I ain't gonna mention his name. I know we were up late last night watching it, man. Some of these dudes retarded too, man. Some of these dudes that you watch, man, they're a little special, man. You start to understand that these guys in these conscious communities and these Egyptologies and chemi guys, they're a little bugged the hell out, man.
That's right.
I'm just telling you the truth. Read up.
Give heed to me, O Lord, and hearken to the voice of them that contend with me.
Hold up. Didn't they do the same thing with Ain't they gonna do the same thing with us? It's the same old show, man. It ain't nothing different. Read.
Shall evil be recompense for good?
Shall evil, same thing, be recompense for good? Read.
For they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before you to speak good for them, and to turn away thy wrath from them.
Why is it that people that you out here, think about it, we out here trying to bring our peoples in and they hate us. They hate us. They rather just die in whatever they in. And a lot of them are dying from inside out. A lot of them are dying from inside out, man. A lot of them are dying from inside out. Read.
Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine.
He say, deliver their children to the famine. Read.
And pour out their blood by the force of the sword. And let their wives be bereaved of their children.
Let them be deprived of their children. Read.
And be widows. And let their men be put to death.
Let them be put to death. Read.
Let the young men be slain by the sword in battle. Let a cry be heard from their houses. When thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me, and hid snares for my feet. Yet, Lord, thou knowest all their counsel against me to slay me. Forgive not their iniquity, neither blot out their sin from thy sight.
Say, man, read on.
But let them be overthrown before thee, and deal thus with them in the time of thine anger.
So you understand, this is Jeremiah prophesying against them, man. You thinking that hate just, man, it's been for years, man. It doesn't change. When you see people hating you for nothing, you ain't did nothing to them, man, you be like, man, what's the problem? Proverbs 6 and 12. I'm just curious, man. The people that are teaching us lies, when you expose them, they want you dead, don't they? They get with that banana, don't they? I don't like that, man. Y'all coming in here bringing up the nation in the right way. I don't like that, man. I want people to worship me. There's no glamour in going out there in them corners. What's the temperature today? 98?
Bring it out.
Any glamour out there for y'all, man?
Bring it out.
Be out there trying to find you some shade, hey, man. Trying to make a covenant with some shade somewhere, man, or some air or something sometime. There's no glamour in going at some of these so-called elders. They don't even go to the streets no more. They teach from the house now. They house lights.
Yup.
Read that up.
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 12. A naughty person,
A corrupt person, read.
a wicked man,
A wicked man, read.
walketh with a froward mouth.
He walketh with a forward mouth. That means he have no faith in the word, man. Read.
He winketh with his eyes.
He winketh with his eyes, read.
He speaketh with his feet.
Let me tell you something. What are our feet so swift to go to?
That's right.
Wickedness, man.
Bring it out.
His actions shows him who he is. Read.
He teacheth with his fingers.
He teaches with his fingers, his hands, his works. Read.
Frowardness is in his heart.
See, a lot of these Israelites truly don't have the faith of Christ. Because if they did, they would be making moves to try to come together. We got a Passover coming up.
Yep.
Why couldn't we have it in a city where the whole world sees us? Why couldn't we have that pass? Why couldn't we be on the phone talking to each and every one and putting it together? So when the airports are full of us, when the gas stations are full of us, when the hotels are full of us, when the peoples in the city see us, when the Facebook Lives go up, how much would that touch the world?
Bring it out.
But they don't want that, man. They want to continue cloaking in a misery. Some of these so-called elders, they miserable, man. Go ahead, D.
Some of these so-called elders and some of these so-called schools, if you look around, there are the biggest whoremongers over there in these schools. There are the biggest whores over there in these schools. The people that's going to bring confusion to the righteousness of the Lord. So sometimes we can't come together because people just don't want to get right. Don't want to come to the table, discuss these scriptures and straighten everything out.
Yep.
Don't want to do that. Sometimes the Lord ain't going to let it happen because the people ain't ready to let it happen.
That's right.
Now think about that, man. Go ahead.
And that's why we got to be the ones. Keep reading, Ark.
Come on.
He deviseth mischief continually.
He divided mischief continuously, man. Read.
He soweth discord.
See, you got to understand, this is Israel, man. This is talking about Israel. I can't deal with TD Jakes. TD Jakes is lost, man. TD Jakes don't even know his way up to his own house. He get lost sometimes going to his own church. Pretty sure. Psalms 52:2. I'm pretty sure. You think about it. Some of these people, they out there lost, man. We got to reach the lost sheep. Not the ones that speak in their own mind and their own things, man. And when you understand falsehood, man, read this up.
Psalm 52 verse 2.
Read.
Thy tongue deviseth mischief.
See, when you understand when somebody's not trying to bring the nation together, that's what happens. Read.
Like a sharp razor.
Like a sharp razor, read.
Working deceit.
And let me tell you something. You got them in there, they counsel, they talking to their congregation. That's what they do. Read.
Thou lovest evil.
They love evil, read.
More than good.
They don't want to come to that table, man. They don't want to try to draw the nations together, read.
And lying, rather than to speak righteousness.
See, they don't want to speak righteous, man. They rather keep it like it is, keep the status quo. Read.
Salah. Thou lovest all devouring words.
Read on.
O thou deceitful tongue.
O thou deceitful tongue, read.
God shall likewise destroy thee.
He said he's going to destroy thee, read.
Forever.
Read on.
He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place.
He's going to bring them a lot of them down, read.
And root thee out of the land of the living.
He's going to root thee out of the land of the living, out of the world of the living. Read.
Salah.
Read on.
The righteous also shall see.
See, we're going to see it because we're going to be sitting at home. You see that video? Did y'all see the videos this week? I mean, he put something on this dude, man. Mr. Philosopher.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mr. Philosopher on there trying to defend himself, but he philosophized on there too. He's showing he's sitting on this Rolls Royce, probably rented. So a lot of y'all don't know a lot of these guys rent things, man.
That's right.
You know you can go rent a Rolls Royce. We can be number one stunners. Y'all want to be stunning? We can stunt too. Read.
And fear.
And what?
And fear.
See, now he got fear. He got fear of that penitentiary.
Yup.
See, he's going to be somebody else's little girlfriend.
That's right. That's right.
Read on.
And shall laugh at him.
And what is he doing now? Mocking him. Mocking him. You don't spoke against, and that's what the same dude shoot. See, he shot up a Bible. Did you notice? He playing with the Lord, man. Read.
Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength.
See, he didn't make God his strength. A lot of these guys, they don't make God their power. Read.
But trust in the abundance of his riches.
See, they trust in that little small change in their pocket, man. It's just paper money. It's monopoly money. Read.
And strengthen himself in his wicked.
Give me 2 Thessalonians 5, man. We're coming to the end, man. And you understand, man, these are the people that can't lead a nation, man. You can't follow these guys, man. Some of them come in there, man. They're looking for you to be worshipers. They want you to bow your head to them. You got now. We all brothers, man.
That's right.
I don't get in that spirit, man, where I see myself, man. I know we got work to do. I know we need to stand up. That's the only thing that I know. Read this out.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 5.
Read on.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you,
Read on.
I told you these things.
Paul said, I told you these things, these same things. Read.
And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
See, he might be revealed in his time. We've been just thinking this is Esau, but read.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
It say the mystery of sin is already working. Read.
Only he who now letteth will let,
Read on.
until he be taken out of the way.
Read on.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
So you have to have the laws to be wicked, right? It's not really understanding, when a person don't have a law. The other nations can do what they pretty much want.
That's right.
He only gave the laws to Israel.
Con.
He didn't give the laws to the whole world. But see, our job is to make them follow the laws. But see, the 2/3 showed them how to follow what? Sin. But read.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Read on.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So you're going to destroy the lives, man, I'm going to tell you something. It say, ye of your father, the devil. He was a murderer and a liar. These scriptures are, hey, man, it's starting to make sense. Because we've been focused the wrong way. Read.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
So who is this? Who's this? Who's this man of sin?
No.
Who is this? See, I didn't even go up top, man. I wanted to hold out because we got to dive deeper into this. It's starting to be enlightened, man, because I have not found. I know Amalek is not written in the book of life. I know the 2/3 are not written in there.
Get out.
So it didn't say nothing about it. It say Esau shall be stubble. He gonna fall. He gonna fall back to his place.
That's right.
But understand, man, we've been taught wrong. Read up.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish.
In them that perish, read.
Because they received not the love of the truth.
Who was this truth given to? Read.
That they might be saved.
Hold up, they might be what?
That they might be saved.
Better read these scriptures some more, man. Read
That's
your
right.
Bible, man. Start reading your Bible, man.
That's right.
We've been reading wrong, man. Read.
And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusions.
He sent them strong delusion. They believe anything anybody tell. That's why you got all this mess out here, man. Read.
That they should believe a lie.
That they should believe a lie, man. Read.
That they all might be damned.
They all might be damned. Read.
Who believe not the truth.
Who's the truth given to the Israelites? But read.
But have pleasure in unrighteousness.
What do they have pleasure in?
In unrighteousness.
What do they have pleasure in?
In unrighteousness.
So you got these people's leading out people, man, they have pleasure in unrighteousness, man. Y'all better start reread, man, because it's I'm on something else now, man. I'm just like, I'm seeing it because it's not what I was taught. And you have to be reading, man. You have to stay in here and you'll start building in here, man. You're not going to build in here if you a part-time reader.
That's right.
Take notes, man. Very important, man. It's starting to be revealed, man.
No.
Telling y'all. Shalom.